All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless Dave here on the Harmless Dave channel, talking about a very weird story and doing it in real time for a few real people out here just like you and just like me. So I need patrons and I also need buy me a coffee folks out there, as again, just doing this channel without really technically being monetized right now. I'm still in that process. It takes at least a few weeks for that to occur, and there's no guarantee that's actually going to happen based on what happened to me the last time. So, yeah, Patreon for patrons and also buy me a coffee. YouTube memberships might be coming back, so that might be helpful as well. So, it's a slow day. It's a slow day in the world of classic rock. So, I'm going to do a little screen sharing here. So here's the story, and I'm really trying to make sense of this, and maybe someone can help me make sense of this. Maybe Tony the Internet Tiger, if he's out there, can help me understand. X user. So someone on X, they call them users, which again, I think it's really appropriate they use the term user, claims they were scared of the sinister vibes in Billy Joel's Uptown Girl. What? And it doesn't get much better once you hear what they say. So the words Billy Joel and sinister vibes don't normally go together. So if you have a weird take like this about something, you can get on page 6 in the New York Post. The user, known as Plum J, so they went on to X, and now this Plum J person, who might be a Gen Zer, said this. I was in an Uber share today. Of course they were. And a song came on that had the most sinister vibes ever. Is this maybe just tongue in cheek, or really Uptown Girl, the doo-woppy sort of homage to Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons and all that kind of stuff? The song came out in 1983. The song is 41 years old. No, 42 years old. I'm sorry. We just flipped the calendar. You know you're getting old when you're talking about songs that came out in 1983 and they're 42 years old. It's just crazy to even think about. All right. So I just thought about that, and it's a little crazy. So I was in an Uber share today, and the song had sinister vibes. All three of us, so it's a packed out Uber apparently, depending on how big the car was, and all three of us were sitting in dead silence. I wish I could remember, they're using some shorthand here, which is always fun. I wish I could remember the song. I'm going to try to find it. I guess that's shorthand for I'm going to try to find it. Because, it's a lot of words and letters, and this is a real time saver. And they might not be check marked or whatever it is over there. Although, didn't Elon increase like the character limit? They just do this. They type in shorthand because that's how you do it on the phone. So you might as well just do it everywhere. Which again, that's part of the whole charm of this story. They followed it up by posting the Uptown Girl video starring Billy Joel as a mechanic who tries to woo, which is always a fun word to say, a wealthy woman played by his then-girlfriend and future wife, Christy Brinkley. You know what was really bizarre about that whole thing is that Billy Joel knew he was way out of his league, and everybody knew that Billy Joel knew that he was out of his league, but yet he got the girl. So we were all kind of cheering for Billy, and then, of course, he eventually got divorced from Christy Brinkley, which was sad. Because I'm like, hey, even a guy who looks like Billy Joel can do well. All right, I'm kind of kidding. All right, just, there was hope for anybody. If Billy Joel could get Christy Brinkley, then there was hope for other guys. Anyway, they wrote, because they're still following this story, they wrote, I found it, meaning the song. I was scared as F. The Uber was just going to drive us off the road. I do not like the energy this song brought into the car. Uh, what? You mean that positive doo-wopping kind of sound? That toe-tapping optimism and fun? I see. I'm thinking that this generation is so wired to this I'll call it doom culture for lack of a better term because I don't have really anything to explain this, but everything is supposed to be about I mean if this brought some energy, but they didn't say negative energy. They just said I don't like the energy that this song brought into the car. No wonder this made page 6, right? This is just bizarre. And of course, X is like the biggest thing on the planet right now. And did you hear about Facebook? Facebook is going to start doing community notes as well. I don't know. I think it's a victory for people that would like to speak freely. That's all. And I hope and pray that maybe YouTube does something like this as well. Just putting it out there. I don't think they're going to. Well, there are a few Billy Joel songs that might be described as somewhat sinister. Captain Jack is a little bit weird. They cite Pressure, Stiletto, and The Stranger. The Stranger is a pretty good one. Pressure, I think, is the best of all of them. I don't know if it's sinister. It's just Billy is a little bit weird in that video, and the song has a weird vibe, but it's a great song. That whole The Nylon Curtain album, just from start to finish, that's a great album. Most X users mocked the poster. This is definitely the last song I would have guessed. I think we've crossed the Rubicon. Now, I'm not big on this term, crossing the Rubicon. Everybody uses it now. Okay, which Rubicon? Just the Rubicon in general, like jumping the shark kind of thing, right? Arthur Fonzarelli. That's how you know a series isn't doing well, so they have to increase the ratings that Fonzie is going to jump a shark. And he made it, of course. It was a great episode, by the way. To think we've crossed the Rubicon where one of the most well-known pop songs of all time by one of the most successful pop artists of all time is a creepy mystery song. And this, of course, LMFAOOOOO, how old are you? Someone replied. OMG, it was Uptown Girl. Dying, I thought it was Marilyn Manson or something. No, Marilyn Manson would be calming the spirit to these people. That's where we know things have changed a lot. Yet another snarked, tell us you're younger than 30 without telling us you're younger than 30. Now, they're probably younger than 30. And look, I think the weird take is a result of the shift in culture and what we define as pop music. Somebody like Rick Beato has covered this. I've talked about it from time to time. We're in a different place now, where if it's pop, it's crap. It's cheesy. It's goofy. It's like watching black and white cartoons from 1938 or something. I don't know how melody became ostracized in such a way, but I think the energy that invaded the car was so contrary to the energy that these people are used to. It's not negative energy. It's hope and optimism and fun. And it's a story. It's just a story about a guy and a girl. And that used to be what music focused on. Now I'm not sure what most music is about. I'm talking about the current music scene. So definitely a slow news day. And if you're over on X and you want to weigh in on this, again, the person's name is Plum J, PLUMJAE. Okay, at Plum J. And they think this song has sinister vibes. All right. Whereas Marilyn Manson, smooth jazz. You know what I'm saying? Makes you feel good. It's good for your soul. Yes, it's opposite day, early in 2025. Thanks for watching, folks. Again, don't forget, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, if you could do that, it's helpful. Also, Patreon, YouTube memberships, and Buy Me a Coffee. Still waiting on approval for the old monetization thing. And I've been in this predicament since sometime back in October, where the other channel was frozen. I'm still getting messages. Hey, where'd you go? Where'd you go? See, this is kind of a weird thing that happened. And I'm doing this again. I got the new channel here. This will be my last attempt on this particular platform to do what I'm doing. I'm hoping that I will make everybody happy, and I will continue to be even more harmless than I've ever been. So thanks for watching. God bless everyone. Positive vibes, real positive vibes, only really come from a relationship with Jesus. So just throwing that in at the end, because someone said to me, what does Jesus have to do with anything? And my brain, which doesn't always work correctly, as you can tell by these videos, instantly responded and said, you know what? Jesus has everything to do with everything. So there you go.